When we take a look at this problem, we know we have to move a couple of things around. This negative 2x needs to move to the other side. We can leave the 63 where it is. We're going to move the 2x, the negative 2 rather, by adding 2x to both sides. So now we'll have x squared plus 2x, leave some space, equals 63. We're going to complete the square. We take half of the middle term, 2 divided by 2, and we square it. 1 squared is 1. X squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 63 plus 1. The left-hand side is now x plus 1 squared equals 64. How do we go from here to here again? X squared plus 2x plus 1 is a perfect square because we did the method over on the right to make it a perfect square, meaning it would be the product of two factors that are identical, plus 1 and plus 1. X plus 1 times x plus 1 is x plus 1 squared. If you're doing delta math, they call this the intermediate step. So some problems will just want you to stop here if it says intermediate step. But how would we keep going? Let me draw it over here. If I have x plus 1 quantity squared equals 64, I'm going to go ahead and undo the squaring by using the square root. X plus 1, I got to remember what in front of that sign, the plus minus. Plus or minus 8. 64 is a perfect square. If you're not sure, just get out that calculator. And now I'll write x plus 1 is negative 8, x plus 1 is positive 8. Subtract 1, x is a negative 9, subtract 1, and x is 7. And we call these the solutions. In the next problem, we see a lot of terms on both sides. Wherever you find that squared term, leave that one where it is, as long as it's positive. We've got to move some things from left side to the right and right side to the left. I want to get all the x terms together and all the constants together. So I'm going to add 11x under its like term. X squared plus 4x plus 65 is 12. And now we're going to move the 65 by subtraction. And now we have x squared plus 4x, these cancel, equals 12 minus 65. That's 53, and it's negative. So what's our next step? Our next step is to complete the square. Notice I've left some space here. I like to put that box to remind me that what I do to one side I do to the other, but you don't have to. What is the value we add to complete the square? Take half of the middle term, remember that's your b, and square it. 2 squared is 4. The left-hand side is now complete. So we get ready to put our parentheses and the square. and do the arithmetic on this side. We have a negative 49 and an x plus 2 quantity squared. Uh-oh, we see a little problem. If I try and take the square root here, let's just try it. Plus minus, x plus 2 equals, oh no. Go ahead and try and type into your calculator the square root of negative 49. You should get an error. There's no such thing as the square root of a negative. So this is telling us that there is no